This is daytime today. It is. It really is. I'm James Lott Jr. And I'm not lying. I just want to do a little snippet because this news came out today, and I was like, I knew it was coming, and so I was just waiting for the news to come out so I can talk about it. And that is Steve Burton is going to Days of Our Lives, but back as Harris in the storyline. So when the news of the vaccine, well, Maxine, somebody else, vaccine mandates at ABC being lifted came out, naturally, folks like, is he going back to General Hospital? Going to General Hospital? Now, I'd explain to some people, a lot of you guys know this already, but some people don't know this, that the shows, they film way in advance. GH is like 5.5 weeks in advance, and Days like 6 months in advance. So even if they lifted the vaccine mandate, even if they want to see Burton, you won't see him on the show for at least 2 months. They already have story written out. They would have to really rearrange. They could do it, but it wouldn't be the immediate, like he'd be on the show next week. But I always have said this. Do not bring back Steve Burton unless you have a story for him. You guys have watched the show before when they've done this to other characters. The character of Jason has so many storyline potentials. I can name 10 or at least 10 storylines they could possibly do. He's related to half the canvas. There's a lot of stuff they can do with him. But we know sometimes in true soap fashion, bring him back on with fanfare. I interviewed him before when he came back. When he came back, those years ago, it's my biggest singular episode on this show is my interview with Steve Burton when he returned to General Hospital back in the day. And I love Steve. Steve and I are friends. I love Steve. He's great. So it was great. But there was such promise when he came back on, and some things fell flat. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that for him again, or for us as the audience. I want him to be able to come back, be in a really good storyline or storylines, and because we need good pacing, we need good story. It needs to make sense, good writing, good acting, the whole thing, and it can be done. I just think that I don't know right now if General Hospital can do it. I don't know if there is room for him right now that would actually work. So Days, his character Harris, I liked him on Days on Beyond Salem. Him and Hope, I liked those two together. I really did. He was the first guy that I kind of liked with Hope since Bo. So I was like, okay, I can see it. And he played a great character, and it was fine. And so I can see him on there easily. He's doing some thrilling mystery storyline, whatever. I said, okay, we know Steve can act and everything. It's like, that's not, that's not a problem. We know he can do that. So I'm not surprised they're bringing him back. It's smart, and he's smart too to play another character. It's probably fun for him to play another character. Also, he's an actor. I want to play other characters. So good for him. And they came through for him while he was going through his stuff. Um, so I'm excited by the news that's coming back to Days. Myself, great. I just like to see General Hospital show up some storylines because I'm telling you, just this week, we'll be on. Me and Frank will be back, or Frank and I will be back this Sunday. JSB Spotlight, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sunday. We'll talk about the whole thing, but I'm just going to tell you right now, these last couple episodes, I'll give them points. A lot of great stuff. Pacing has been fast. A lot of stuff is happening on GH. They're just revealing stuff, and stuff's coming out, and they're doing it. So that's almost say without giving out spoilers or anything you're gonna watch, but I will say General Hospital right now this week is giving us suspense, they're giving us storyline, they're giving us movement, they're giving us pacing. I'm happy. If this could happen every week all the time, I'd be so happy. So for me, it's like let's get these so many storylines shored up, whatever. Then maybe in the future Jason does come back. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have no objection to him coming back, but I just want to make sure that it's a good storyline for him and that they actually use him and utilize him that the best way they can. They brought him back. But congratulations to Steve going on Days. I'm very happy for him. So I'm glad he's doing so he's getting work. He's doing something. I'm James Lott Jr. Daytime Today is on all social media platforms at Daytime Today. I sometimes do live versions, and sometimes I do these kind of versions. And you can tell me what you think, of course, below. Let me know if you're like James. It's really windy outside. Say, James, I agree with you. I disagree with you, whatever. Just tell me what you think, of course, below. And I'll see you next time.